Hi guys, welcome to Modern Wall Street's Trader Talk. While we're prepping for the Thanksgiving holiday, markets are celebrating their own way as we have record highs across the board. And we also have a record personality, Peter Tuchman from QMS. So let's see what he has to say. Hey, Peter.
The turkeys are running wild through the streets here. Market's up 170 points. That sort of caught me off guard. It's unbelievable. Everything is green. Really? Look at that. It's absolutely unbelievable.
I think the Dow is just points away from a record, too. Or did it hit
You know what? I think the Dow is at a record. And this morning, the S&P, NASDAQ, Russell 2000 hit records. Everything. The only thing that's down today are some of these Chinese stocks, which is kind of worth mentioning. We had a couple of stocks that were money lending companies from China that went public last week. And apparently some news came out of the response was not bad. But today, apparently, China came out with a report saying that they were going to restrict money lending in China, and these companies are weak. I mean, they've been around, I'm sure, for years, but they only became public here, so they're a little bit under pressure. But look at the board. The board's unbelievable. I mean, dollar's down a little bit, but everything is off to the race. It's unbelievable.
It's interesting that you mentioned that because last week we were focusing on Chinese macro and our stocks, right? And our stock, actually the S&P did end the week lower. And it seemed like last week were pouring their money into less risky ETFs. Is that reversing today?
You know what? I don't really watch that, but I think it's important to know that every time we've seen a bit of an intraday sell-off due to a headline or an early morning anxious, emotional sell-off, there's been no follow-through. But every day we've seen these huge rallies, we do see upward follow-through. And to me, that's an important thing. So today we saw a positive market yesterday. We saw a crazy positive market today. It doesn't even feel like, you would think at this point this would feel like some kind of a short cover or what. The market's teetering. We're breaking all records, right? We're coming into a holiday week. That could contribute a little bit. Volume yesterday was super light. But it's like the trend is your friend. The path of least resistance seems to be up. We've got a lot of chatter about stuff, not necessarily any of it economic. So the market forges on while the rest of the world seems like it's coming to an end.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm going to give you credit to that. The trend is your friend and the bird is the word since it's Thanksgiving week. And usually we do see increased trading activity ahead of long weekends or holidays because what do they call it? The holiday effect or the weekend effect?
Absolutely we do. Sometimes you'll see as we drift towards, for some reason I think Thanksgiving, we actually seen busy days on the Friday after Thanksgiving. Okay. Volume seems light, but the market seems strong. And
that Friday is Black Friday. How important is Black Friday to the markets? Is that some sort of leading indicator?
You know what? I think we're in this year, we really have been sort of taunted by this whole Amazon, by the brick and mortar, by the retail space. That's actually been the only ones who have been really down on the year. I kind of think, last week we saw Target got hit really bad while Walmart was up really big, right? So their retail is really being tested to see whether they're able to create a business model that mimics the Amazon business model, right? Walmart's done it. So they're reinventing. Target hasn't. So they're really falling down. Black Friday's a big deal. It really gives a sentiment on how much disposable income is out there. Are people going to be spending this Christmas? Anybody who's been in the market since last Christmas has a little extra disposable income. We're up 5,000 points in the last year. So if you've been in the market at any level, there's money. Now, that's not the general public. Is the general public doing a little better? It's hard to know. The market tends to portend how people with money are doing. So you're hoping people are doing better. The market's surely doing better.
Well said, Peter. Now I have one last question. It's very important for you. What are you looking forward to this Thanksgiving at the dinner table?
You know what? I'm not, look, nothing against turkeys. I'm not a big turkey person. At our house, what we do is everybody gets to make one dish.
What are you making?
23. I haven't figured that out yet. I have a 23-year-old boy, Benny, who works down here, who's making some wild, crazy dish. My daughter's gluten-free. She's making some dish. My wife's making something else. It'll be a potpourri of crazy. That's all.
I love that potpourri. Well, we'll have some of our viewers leave some comments, some suggestions for you. How's that?
On that.
All right.
Does everyone love this new look or what, huh? Forget about it.
Oh, Peter, behave. Peter, happy Thanksgiving. Thank you so much.
See you later.